Hi, hello, it's Kenzie. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry if this video is blurry. I have tried about like 15 times to get my camera to focus and it just won't. So blurry it is. I hate posting videos when they're blurry, but I don't even care anymore. For today's video, we are doing my Thanks to Christmas book haul. So basically what this means is that I didn't necessarily, my family doesn't give me books necessarily for Christmas just because I don't know, they're weird about that. But I do have several aunts and uncles who will give me like Barnes & Noble's gift cards or just like money in general, and I normally spend that on books. I think a couple of these books my parents got me just because I forced them to buy them for me. But yeah, let's do this. Let's go. Alright, the first book I got for Christmas is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I am actually currently reading this book. If you don't know what this book is about, it's about this young girl named Jude who, when she's 7 years old, her parents get brutally murdered, and she and her twin sister and then her older sister, Vivi, have to go and live with their parents' murderer in this land called Fairy. And it's a really interesting story so far. I'm barely halfway through it. So yeah, this is a book that my parents got me. The next book I got for Christmas is The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. This is the last book to the Heroes of Olympus series. I have read this book, a couple years ago. My cousin actually borrowed this book from me and he hasn't returned it, so I just finally decided to buy him another copy so I could have the complete collection and just I wouldn't have to stress over that anymore. So the next book I picked up is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. So we're in this world where everyone can read each other's thoughts, like no one can have a secret of their own, and our character Todd suddenly has to like run away or something, but like how can you escape a town or something that you've done when everyone can read your thoughts? And that's basically what it's about. I don't necessarily know a whole lot, but it sounded really good. So the next thing I got is the Percy Jackson and the Olympians box set. I do have the first edition copies of this series, but seeing as how it's my favorite series, I felt like I needed to have at least a second copy of the books so that my first editions didn't fall apart anymore. And secondly, the new covers are really awesome and I really love the spine work on this, and yeah, why not, right? The next book I picked up is The Blood of Wonderland by Colleen Oakes. This takes place in the Alice in Wonderland world, and so basically we have a young girl, Diana, who's been exiled from Wonderland, and it's her story, and the kingdom is turned against her, and so it's her living through this, and I really don't know. Sometimes I really just hate reading the summaries or like the synopsises of books because I don't actually ever want to know. Anyways, that one. The next book I picked up is This Mortal Coil by Emily Shuvada. One, I really enjoyed this cover. This is a beautiful cover. It takes place in a dystopian world, or utopian world, I don't know. We're gonna call it dystopian. It takes place in a dystopian world, and they can basically make people, you can hack people's genes and like make people look how I think you want them to look. And our main character, Kat, her father is like the leading scientist in this. Father ends up getting kidnapped, and she and a soldier end up going on this epic adventure to try and rescue him. I've heard mixed reviews about this book, so I'm kind of a little scared on how I'm gonna take this, but I do tend to like dystopian books every once in a while. Like if I pick up the right one, I love them, so I'm really hoping that this is the right one. The next book I picked up, this for the holidays is Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, the 10th anniversary Barnes & Noble's edition. There's nothing like super huge about this, but why wouldn't I pick up the 10th anniversary edition? The thing that really made me buy it was this beautiful inside cover on both the front and the back. There's also bonus material inside, like a peek at the writing process, notes from John Rocco, which is the artist, map of Camp Half-Blood and the Underworld, and the Greek mythology reference guide and stuff like that. On top of those books, I am also receiving, I have yet to get them in the mail, but I wanted to film this video, so. I am also receiving the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Sea of Monsters, and Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Titan's Curse graphic novels from my aunt, just to complete my collection of my Percy Jackson merch and just everything. But yeah. And then some bookish things that I received for Christmas. I got this amazing Harry Potter Hedwig mug. I don't think I'll ever use it just because I think it's so cute, but it will go on my shelf. But yeah, my mom saw it in the clearance section and she was like, oh my gosh, Kenzie. So a couple other things that I got is the Queen of Hearts Funko Pop, the Rapunzel from Tangled Funko Pop, the Luna Lovegood Funko Pop, and the Neville Longbottom Funko Pop. I find it a little ironic that I got this one of Neville because he has a toad in his hands, and for any of you guys who don't know, I absolutely hate frogs. Like, I have a small fear of frogs and especially toads, but Neville is like one of my all-time favorite characters. So yeah. And then all the stuff that I just showed you, I kind of got at once, but I recently just finished off all my Christmas money and I don't regret anything. Nothing. I don't regret it. And a book I recently picked up is Radio Silence by Alice Osman. I am an absolute huge fan of Alice Osman's comic online, Heartstopper. It is one of my all-time favorite web comics, and I recently just found it too, so like, anyways, so I saw this book of hers and I decided to pick it up. This young fangirl artist constantly posts things on Universe City, which is like this big fan art thing, I don't know, but she's like one of the top fan artists, and the creator actually comes along and he's like, hey girl, what's up? I kind of want to do a collab thing with you, and so they end up collabing, and there's all this drama, and it sounds really good, and I plan on actually reading it soon, so. Okay, that is it for all of the books that I got for Christmas. I do have a piece of bookish mail that I am going to open with you guys, just because why the hell not? I got it today in the mail, so here we go. If I have a guess as to what it is, I recently won 2 giveaways, so I'm not sure which one this is. Oh. Okay, and the book is A Quiet Kind of Thunder by Sarah Bernard. And this actually sounds like a really interesting book. I'm actually so happy that I was able to win the giveaway. But yeah, she signed it. It's about these 2 young people, one who doesn't talk and one who can't hear. And it's basically their love story, and I love those kinds of stories personally. I love reading stories about people who face other challenges in life besides like the norm. And so I'm really excited to read this, but yeah. So that is it for this Thanks to Christmas book haul plus some unboxing. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. It has been a pleasure as always. Thank you. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. See you guys. Bye.